I said me.
Truth is, when we met, my lip gloss was popping. So since then, it ain't been no stopping.
You about to be single. Invite 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey yo, what's happening, my beautiful people? It's Leander Williams Jr.
And Kalisha, welcome back to our channel. Cause if you ain't know, this is the second video. The second one. So we put a poll up on Instagram.
It's blurry like a mother though.
It's okay, it's gonna focus.
Oh,
it's
there you
focus.
go.
Yeah.
Can you focus on me?
Okay, all right, that was good. That really was good. It was good.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, but we put a poll up on Instagram, told you all to ask us some questions, and the main question we got is how did we meet? Like, what's the backstory? How did we meet? So, how did we meet? Cause he gonna lie. So we let him get him out the way first. Come on.
How you think I'm gonna lie? No, we're gonna keep it honest.
Okay, how do we meet?
So there's a website called
Tinder.
ChristianMingle.com.
You be telling people this.
Nah, ChristianMingle.com. Yeah, my name was Los Save Them. Nah, I was just playing.
Timeline wise though, it was. So I just say it started on social media, like most relationships these days.
So this get deep though. So you know, go ahead. Tell
okay,
me
so it started on social media. So I first started noticing him, I would say, because he was a lot more active with like posting his content, his brand, and like just the things he stood for. I was rocking with it. I'm like, ooh, I like what he's talking about. It kind of lined up with my other than the financial literacy, because I don't talk about it. But just like faith and like
that's
I hear grand. No, you weren't. You was saying you was sharing like just
just life.
Yeah, just life in general, like you know, keeping talking about God and stuff like that. So I vibe with that. So I would share like pretty much, well engaged with all of his content pretty much. So I'm like, kind of, plotting on him at this point. I'm just like, let me see whatever his call to action is. I'm in them comment typing. If ain't nobody else down there, I ain't real talk. So this was in like 2020, early 2020.
No.
Yes, it was.
No, it had to be like 2018, 2019.
You right. 2018, 2019.
Somewhere, yeah, around that time.
When I was just kind of engaging with content.
Right.
It wasn't until 2020 though till we actually like said something to one another. I would believe.
I find,
he finally
shot a little shot.
Finally,
because I had to put it together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was like,
because he gets support, all the time.
Well,
I would say,
it was good. But I think because of that though, seeing how you were engaged, I was like, man, I wonder what she trying to do, man. Like, is she really trying to support the message, or she looking?
I was really supporting the message first, but then I was like, he kind of fine too.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I was like, he fine.
I'm decent.
But at least at first it was like deeper than just how he looked.
Like the
and
message.
then okay. And then it was like, okay, like he actually look good because he started posting like swaggers joint, like you put your kicks on, with your graphic tees and your suits, and it was the suits. It be them suits, I tell you. Just come out of it.
Come out of it.
Well, back then, that's what I said. I mean, hey. I'm just saying, like.
So we being transparent with that portion of it. Let me go ahead and tell you what I thought when you hit me up. I was in the streets just a little bit. I had my foot that way and then, over there too. And I was like, man, she up something. She want
give me some.
Low key, I told her that too though.
Yeah.
So I told her that, and I thought, we're gonna see what's up.
Yeah.
So I shot my shot in hopes for that, but didn't think it was gonna go deeper than what it did. But
so they bring us to November 2020, cause it was his birthday. Like a couple days, like a week before your birthday, you wrote me on Instagram and you were like, was I gonna be in the Delta?
Right, okay.
For Thanksgiving, like for the holidays or whatever. Because again, our towns are like 5 miles apart. Excuse my son.
That's crazy.
But our town like 5 miles apart or whatever. So he was like, are you gonna be visiting family for the holidays? If so, like we should link or whatever. So I was like, okay, cool, yeah. So he gave me his number, I text his phone, and that's how we exchanged numbers. Because other than that, it was just social media. And then your birthday night, we planned to like go eat Like go to
a
dinner,
bar. No,
like go to the little bar, like
bar,
rooftop bar in Cleveland. But his family decided to like cook for him. So he was like, well, do you mind just riding with me to my sister's house or whatever? You know, because I guess he didn't want to cancel. I appreciate that. He didn't want to cancel on me.
Stand your butt up quick.
Right. He didn't want to stand me up for the first impression, because they were the first impression, so that's important. So that's at least how I looked at it. You know, I'm like, okay, well, because at first I was like, dang, go to your family house, you know, a little bit, but I was like, yeah, like he didn't think about it at all. I was just like, dang, like I'm already finna go to the sister house, but okay, it is what it is. So we went to his sister house, and next thing you know, his mom and dad, everybody walk in the house, and I'm like, wait a minute, like first encounter, like I'm meeting everybody. So it was a little bit overwhelming, just a little bit. I blended in good. I mean, you know, I'm a people person. You know, I knew them anyway, kind of. Right. You know, I knew of your family, so it's not like we were complete strangers. So I was still comfortable. And they're just, you know, welcoming people anyway. So I didn't feel out of place. I just mean, like, we were just connecting, and it's like I'm already
first date situation.
Like pretty much.
Supposed to be doing,
Right. So that's what I mean by overwhelming. So
that's tough though. My apologies for that. I ain't
we already had this
conversation.
I'm gonna say
it again. That's deep.
Yeah, we already had this conversation. So after that night,
you weren't feeling the kid, man. Low
well,
key. Like, keep it real. Like, keep it real.
I was feeling him. It was just, you were busy, baby. You had different priorities, which I could not blame him for. You know, it was just like, he was out here grinding. You know, his business was just booming. You know, he out here making moves, connections, networking, you know, all that kind of stuff. So it was just like, I was just lost in the sauce. And I ain't no lost in the sauce type of chick. So I just had to let him know, like, you know, the inconsistency I did not like. And he respected that, and instead of us just completely like cutting off our communication, we just like still was like just friendly.
To keep it a buck, I'll be straight up with you with that, and I told you about that.
Yeah,
the main reason why I knew then at that particular point in time you was like on your journey of being celibate. So I was like, all right, usually, you know, green light.
I'm finna break through
anyway. I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna test the water. Right. But I don't know. It's just like something different. Like in the conversation we had in the car, it was like, you know, bro, like just like chill, like chill.
Try
like,
to respect.
Try to respect it. Keep on kicking, man. If it come around again, it'll come around. What you did. But nah, I say at the time, I was looking at that like, nah, just chill. So it wasn't so much inconsistency. Because I couldn't like be there or, you know, just like talk to you. It was just like, nah, bro, just kind of chill, because you still out here playing around a little bit, and you don't want to bring nobody in who really got to stand up for themselves and respecting themselves on that. Because I admired it. I wanted to do that for myself, and you know, that was the truth behind that.
Okay, cool. I like that. So after that, I say what about March? It was March probably when I like checked in again, because I hadn't been seeing him like post on social media.
Right.
He just like disappeared.
Right.
I had his number in contact, but like he disappeared off social media, and that was just unlikely. So one day I just was like, hey, just checking in, you know, seeing how the world treating you.
Right.
You know, whatever, like haven't seen you in a while, like what's popping.
Still running pretty hard out here. You know, at that place, I think at that place in my life, like, you know of God, but you don't really know him. You had that personal relationship with him for real.
Right.
And had I known what was coming the next few months, man, I definitely would have got my act in order, got my act together for sure. But I think from that place, you know, I was doing well with business. Juiced up. If I can say juice, nigga was juiced up. I was juiced up in the sense I felt at that time. You know, finances was straight. Family was good. Everybody around me, you know, winning. Yeah. And I don't know. I thought I found happiness in it. You know, I was, you know, got my car, got them roaches on that thing, like juice. And that's how I felt. Like I felt good. Right. You know, I won't say invincible, but you know, I was a little humble through other experiences. But this one right here really sat me on my tail. Like they kind of diagnosed me with GERD. It's like gastroesophagus reflux disease. Okay. And it was just like bad case, like super bad case of acid reflux. It started, you know, kind of the acid was kind of, you know, throwing me off, like my lungs and everything. Like it just creating these old problems and symptoms in my body that I had no control over or knew what was going on. So you gonna be our young fella. But yeah, didn't know what was going on. And you know, I was left alone. Lost family. I mean, you know, some good family members around me that was supporting. They left the scene. Friends for sure. Like all the friends I had at that time, man. I thought, you know, they'll come see about me or, you know, just be a listening ear during that process. But like they was gone. Finances gone. Credibility back home was lost. People thought I was trying to like mess over, but then knowing I was like down and out, sick, bad. Business like left, gone. Like just lost everything I thought was good for me and was right for me. But yeah, all of that happened on that process. Just sat me on my tail to really see life for what it is and the importance of you know, just trusting God and having faith in Him and building that relationship with Him and knowing that that is the main thing you should be concerned about, not the material thing. So yeah, all of that brought me into communication with this young lady because she was on that journey for sure. During that time frame, and just having somebody you can have a conversation with and talk to about that meant a lot. So
when I reached out that March, that's what he told me.
Right.
You know, about not even all of that right up front. It was just strictly about the sickness.
Right.
And then as we continue to like reach out month to month, you know, I just get layers and layers of what had transpired during that time or what was still going on really during that time. So it wasn't until later on that year, Christmas Eve. So we went to dinner Christmas Eve. And then you know, life picked back up. We had to go on back our separate you know, homes and carry on our routine. But this time we stayed in touch. Consistently. Since then, I want to say. Yeah, so yeah, and here we are now. This is, what is it? May. This is May of 2022. So that was about 6 months ago. At this five-ish months ago at this point.
Seems longer for some reason.
It really does. It really does. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. But yeah, so that's how we met. That's the backstory.
I hope it was interesting enough for you to kind of
right. At least like get to know us.
Right.
With like where we came from, how we have come about. And a lot of what we stand for and what we like connect on through that. So
you get a lot of that insight into that journey for sure. I think you definitely want to stay tuned for
real, y'all, because these 5 months
this has happened. There's a lot.
A lot has happened in these 5 months alone. So Lord knows what's to come. 5 more months down the line. 5 more months down the line fooling with us.
You ain't gonna be by yourself. It won't be me. Wrong guy. It's for real. Alright.
Okay, so yeah, so y'all please stay tuned because our next week video, they gonna want to be here. They gonna want to be here for next week videos. If you all enjoyed today's video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And don't forget that red button over to the right. It says subscribe. What is it, baby? Free.
It's free. Go ahead.
Free 99. And a button beside it. Turn on your post notifications because you just want to be in the loop. You don't want to be left out. So.
Right.
Anything else, baby?
No, we'll see you on the next one.